What's up guys, this is JamMerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys. Now today, what we're going to be talking about are the weekend league tournaments, or the tournaments, weekend tournaments, whatever you want to call them. And also, what we're going to be looking at is just our team for the weekend league, sort of our strategy, what we're going to be doing. And then we're going to quickly also talk about matchup clarification, because the devs did recently tweet some stuff about it, which is good. You know, we're getting the information. You know, it's best to have transparent information at the end of the day, because that is what the community wants. We want transparency, guys. That's all what we want at the end of the day. But yeah, anyway, just quickly talking about the VersaTac rewards. So I got 85 FIFA points and 19,500 coins. To be honest, I'm not going to complain about it, but it would be nice to see maybe, you know, a few skill boosts chucked in there, or maybe even some points that, you know, can be used for like world class or whatever. As you did see there, I did finish up in world class 2 for the month. I didn't want to push myself too far, just in the first few weeks of the game, just because I want to see what the tournament level is like and just sort of play to my ability. I don't want to reach too far and waste all this tournament energy and just lose a whole bunch of games. So I'm happy to sit at world class 2 for the time being. Also guys, as you can see, we are very near to 10,000 FIFA points. I've been saving these FIFA points since pretty much Ultimate TOTS ended in Season 1. All from daily activities, campaigns in Season 2, daily activities from Season 1 obviously. It's been a grind, guys, but you know, a lot of people ask me, what are you spending your stuff on? If you guys want me to make like a separate video on that, I can do like a FIFA point spending guide. I'm just waiting for everything to sort of be released so I can get a better idea before I jump into sort of spending my FIFA points. I may be looking at spending FIFA points in the weekend league tournament, because I think that the rewards are quite lucrative in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to see like a full guide on what to use your saved FIFA points on, I can definitely, you know, look at doing that, guys. Just to sort of help you guys out, not just to make sure that, you know, you're not just wasting your stuff, because at the end of the day, guys, if you want to be a successful player in FIFA Mobile and spend no money, patience is key. The mindset of patience is extremely key, and you need to be patient. You know, you're not going to get rich overnight. You need to dedicate time, and you need to be patient. You can't be rash. It's all about being passive, guys, and that's what I am, as well as obviously market knowledge. But yeah, let's just get into the game, just with regards to the matchups. So I just want to quickly go to a few tweets that Tom did recently just post on his Twitter, just to clarify the matchups. Now, first and foremost, with regards to the matchups, we know that Croatia beat Greece 4-1, which is absolutely crazy, and Switzerland beat Northern Ireland 1-0 away from home. Let's just jump into that tweet and we'll talk about that in a bit more detail. So just to clarify the matchups, if any of them go into extra time, it will count. It is not just the results after 90 minutes. So let's take, for example, the Swiss and the Northern Irish game last night, where the Swiss won 1-0. If the Northern Irish win the next leg 1-0, it will go to extra time. The results of the matchups will then be based on that result in either, you know, penalties or extra time. Say, for example, what happens in the second leg of that game, the Swiss, you know, who won the first leg 1-0, but the Northern Irish then win the second leg 2-0. The Northern Irish will be considered the winners of the matchup. But yeah, as you can see here, like, this is just an example. If Italy wins 2-0 the first match and Sweden wins the second match, Sweden wins the match result even though Italy went through. So there is a bit of confusion there, but at least, you know, we've got this clarification with regards to the matchups. I just want to quickly jump back into the game, guys, and then just talk about what I'm doing and who I'm picking. I mean, most people are picking these teams. I'm not really going to talk about them either, but let's just jump into that right away. And here we are back in the game, so let's just quickly talk about them. Now, I think that Switzerland will win at home, just after, you know, considering the first result. You know, it may go into extra time, but I highly doubt that. It's hard to say, you know, football is impossible to predict. You know, sports in general are very hard to predict. I will be going with the Italians as well. And I did talk about Denmark in yesterday's video, so I will be definitely going with them. Now, The thing about this one is that, you know, Croatia did win the first leg 4-1. Now, with Greece going back home for the second leg, are they going to be just, you know, more determined to sort of try and get the victory, or are they going to be deflated? You know, they need to score quite a few goals in order for it to go to extra time. The other thing is that, is Croatia just going to start like a whole bunch of youngsters, you know, rest players like Modric, Kramaric, that sort of stuff? Intuition says, you know, to go with Croatia based on form, but Greece is definitely one to consider. It could be a huge underdog, but I think I will just go, you know, most people are just going Switzerland, Italy, Denmark, and Croatia because, you know, it does make sense. The draws are still likely, but they're not as possible as what they might be. But yeah, I think I'll go Croatia, Denmark, Italy, and Switzerland. That's what most people are going for. And yeah, I will do the same. I was always just waiting on the first leg of the thing to just wait and see what would happen. But yeah, the only spanner in the mix is this one, in my opinion. It's hard. But anyway, guys, let's just jump into the Weekend League tournament, and then we will just talk about a few things. And I just want to quickly go through some post commentary of when I upgraded my players and just talk about training. This was taken a few days ago. The recording of this was taken a few days ago. But as you know, like, I've been talking about a few other important things. So let's just look at our first training. Now, what I'm doing is that ultimately using everything that is untradeable. Do not use things that are tradable for training, guys, especially this early on. I just don't think it's a necessity. As you can see there, I've got that Paul Pogba, but I have since sold him. As you can see, guys, I'm using these campaign players. They give a whole bunch of XP. They give like 4,000 XP. As you can see as well, Jonathan Vieira has got the 93 dribble. Ultimately, what I was hoping for in the upgrade was to get his dribble up, because Rainbow is the most important thing in the game at the moment, in my opinion. I just feel that it is extremely effective, and Roulette is sort of just, you know, second fiddle to it at the moment. Let's go through and upgrade our Rafinha, because we do also need to get his dribble up to 90. Once again, using the campaign players, guys, nearly 4,500 XP for those campaign players. Absolutely fantastic. You know, it does give more incentive to grind out the campaign, and also just some scouting players. Scouting players are also unauctionable at the moment. We're hoping that, you know, this sort of stuff does become auctionable, but for the time being, and, you know, for Weekend League or tournament, whatever you want to call it, I am going to use them for training. As you can see, everything is untradeable, guys. Do not put more coins into your training, especially early on in this game. I'm just trying to mitigate all my costs just to keep them at a minimum. As you can see there, Rafinha, he doesn't actually have a dynamic image, which is strange. Let's hope that that is upgraded. His dribbling is now at 92, so that's all that we want from him. I was thinking about maybe upgrading the goalkeeper, but I decided against it because since the Real Madrid event came out in Team Heroes, I did actually pick up Kiko Casilla, so I didn't actually end up training this card here. I was thinking about it, but, you know, I didn't end up doing it at the end of the day. So we'll just wait for this to go through, and then we'll be right back. And we're back. So what we're looking at now is just training up our center back. I did actually pull that 10,000 XP thing from the daily packs, guys. So, you know, when you can, try and do those daily packs every 4 hours. They do give out some decent stuff. You know, I've pulled the 10,000 XP a few times. I'm going to put in Ashley Young as well, because he is untradeable. Also that scouting player, who is also untradeable, and probably that team of the week there. So there we go, guys. You know, 30k to get him up to, you know, only 1 overall rating, but it's gonna help me out a bit. But yeah, ultimately what I'm talking about in relation to training is use everything that is unauctionable first before jumping into things which have liquid value. But I'm just going to jump back into the game and show you my team as of now. And here we are back with our squad, guys. So obviously the big concern is, you know, Griezmann at center back. For the time being though, I'm not too worried about it, just because, you know, I am using Neymar at striker. Rainbow is just so important. I cannot express like how much it will help you in the game. If you can find a striker with 90 dribble, get him. It will help you so much, even if it drops your rating by 1 or 2, because if you guys haven't noticed, Versattack seems a little bit, you know, easier with regards to higher ratings versus lower ratings. Like the counter percentage isn't as high, so that is one sort of decent thing. I also have gone through and upgraded a few more skill boosts since that previous, clip that you guys just saw, what I'm gonna do is just open up, I think like 200k worth of skill boosts just to see if I can actually, upgrade them anymore. But, to be honest, my team at the moment, it is pretty much, where I want it to be at, guys. But yeah, let's just go through and rip these. I don't really expect all that much from them. They are sort of, not really worth the coin, but, I've been, getting a few coins recently, which is great. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and rip through these. Let's see what we get. Let's see here. What else can we get in this pack? But yeah, with regards to my coins, I sold off everything that I got from the, rewards. I also got a Paul Pogba snipe, which I got, 600 to 700k for. I also got that Ronaldo bid, which got me over 1 million coins, guys. So, that's why I've got so many coins at the moment, and because I'm passive. I don't waste my coins on stuff, guys. This could be considered a waste, maybe, but I do need these skill boosts at the end of the day, so they are going to help out. I'm just going to do one more, and then I'm just going to jump back into the team and then just upgrade skill boosts. And while I'm doing that, talk about sort of what I'm doing for the tournament, what my plan is, etc. So as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of skill boosts to go through and upgrade. So let's see what we can do. Is crossing affecting anyone? So it's going to affect Coman. He's a decent card, he doesn't have roulette at the moment, which is a bit of, sorry, not roulette, what's it called? Rainbow, which is a bit of a concern. However, we're still working on it as we get a Hazard upgrade there. So that's going to upgrade him to 90 overall, and he's our first purple, guys. Our first purple, very happy about that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Have you guys got any purple cards? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not going to go through and do all of these, but yeah, with regards to the tournament, so as you know, if you guys did watch Joe's video, what's going to happen is that, you need to be in at least World Class 1, and you use your tournament energy to go through and play games and earn rewards. The question is that, do you want to save your tournament energy for when you get into a higher level, to effectively save FIFA points on tournament energy in the future, or are you going to just play it week by week, spend your earned FIFA points from campaign, whatever, daily activities, every tournament? For me, I'm gonna test it out, play a few games, see how I like it, but I may be waiting for sort of future tournaments, just because of the fact that when you're in a higher level league of versus attack, you get more points, which effectively helps you save tournament energy at the end of the day. Make sure you go and check out Joe's video if you guys haven't. He explains it very well. But yeah, pretty much other than that, guys, let's just look at the team. So we are at an 85 overall. Like I said, Neymar, I would 100% use Neymar any day of the week over Griezmann in that position, even though, it does drop his rating, Griezmann's rating. But pretty much, guys, ultimately, just use all untradeable things at the moment to get your players trained, and just look for players with 90 dribble. At the moment, we're still waiting on Foothead to get their database upgraded. There is the FIFA 18 one, but it's not as 100% accurate. It is good, but I just want to wait for the Foothead to get their mobile database updated so we can go through and just talk about some beasts. But anyway, this is going to be the end of the video for today. Thank you all for everything, and